Scarlet Knights fans, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights get out of the game against St. Peter's 75-65. They won by 10 points, but you would have thought that it was actually a little bit of a closer game. St. Peter's gave them everything they could handle. Just great three-point shooting from St. Peter's. Randolph, just hats off to him, hitting shots from everywhere in the field. Even when St. Peter's got down in the second half by 7, they just kept coming, retook the lead. Really a gutsy game by St. Peter's. And Rutgers, at the end of the day, first half looked pretty sloppy to me. Some real issues playing defense there. Second half, they came out. They hunkered down on defense much better. I thought they took smarter shots. Guys like Jeremiah Williams and Dylan Harper put the team on their back a little bit, facilitated the offense, got it going. And when they did that, that was the difference. Still, it came down to really the last few minutes of play. Jamichael Davis there, missing on the 3-on-1, no foul called, and then he does redeem himself going in for that other opportunity at an and one, doesn't convert the free throw, but does what he has to do, then hits one of two free throws later on in the game. I think a big difference in the second half was, Pike's been saying we're going to have to be a team rebounding squad here. We're going to have to rebound as a team. There's no dominant force on this team that's going to rebound. We struggled early in the game once again. I think that's just going to be a weakness we have all season. Hopefully the team adjusts and eventually, catches up in that regard and kind of refines the way that they rebound to make it a little better. I thought in the second half what you saw was much more of a platooned effort to rebound the ball. Guys really doing their best to get their arms way in the air, to get position under the basket, to concentrate on where the ball was going, get that ball, come down with the ball, secure the ball. And I thought that was a huge difference in the second half as well. Interesting thing this year, we still have those odd scoring kind of droughts where it gets sloppy and we kind of lose any semblance of what we're doing on offense. And it's tough, especially when the other team is once again just lights out from the perimeter for large swaths of the game. But the difference with this team compared to other teams that we've seen in the Pikel era is this team has the talent where it's never really an extended drought. But still some concerning, parts of the game where we don't look organized and the other team is shooting really well. It can really get out of hand. Luckily, we just have a talent differential that made up for it here. Going to have to be better, though, going against other teams in conference and elsewhere. Lathan Somerville, once again, another really nice showing, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball, hit or miss. He's still got to get refined. He's still got to get polished. And I think they're still really trying to figure out what are the best lineups there in the post and in the forward kind of core. Because, Agbale gets in there, has some decent plays, has some plays where he's really just not getting it done. Same with Somerville. Somerville, obviously an offensive force. A nice block in there, some nice boards, but then other times where you want more of a presence in there. Obviously, Ace hasn't played again for a second game in a row. Things are going to look different with Ace in there. How does that change things up? I thought Durkak, hustle, rebounding, boards was really valued here. PJ Hayes with a nice three. PJ Hayes with some little spurts in there, but not as much of a presence as previous game. And then Dylan, doing what he had to do when we were in crunch time, especially down the stretch in that second half. Fluid, just going, looking like a legitimately silky ball player, doing what he had to do, getting in the paint and elsewhere, just getting points, finding points where we needed them, even posted up earlier in the game. He can do everything, and it's great. When Jeremiah is on, he facilitates the team. Same with Dylan. Zach Martini hits a nice three out there. Zach Martini sinking 2 free throws late in the game after hitting the boards hard. It was awesome to see. So just all around, I really, it's great to get out of there with a win, 2-0. But, we're getting a glimpse of the fact that this is still a young team, a team that still has to gel. And a team that's going to have to fix some things and gel a little bit more if we want to have a real good run here. Guys, if you haven't done so yet and you're watching me for the first time or the 100th time, click subscribe. It's right here. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Click subscribe right here. I'll be back with a longer video talking about this game and previewing this Saturday's showdown in football against Maryland. So thanks to all my listeners. Go Knights. Larry K out. Click subscribe. Click subscribe.